I was originally scheduled to fight Dave Jansen on June 19th, so that puts me at around April, mid-April I started training camp. Got about 6 weeks in, and the announcement came out that he actually tore his ACL, got injured. So it's been kind of a weird transition. You know, usually as fighters we like to do an 8-week training camp, and I'm very blessed to have Eric Del Fier here at Alliance, who kind of sets up all of our training camps. He makes sure we go hard, make sure we go really hard a certain week, pull back the next week, or just kind of switch around workouts to make sure we're peaking at the right time. So we were all set, ready to peak for June 19th, and then the injury got announced. So right there, it just kind of throws a wrench in things. But you know, luckily with my wrestling background, I've been through ups and downs and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So I didn't let it really bother me. But what I did do is kind of just take a step back, get my mind out of this place, out of the gym, get it off the fight. Because, you know, if I fight if I start training camp mid-April and now my new fight gets announced July 31st, you know, you can't be in training camp for 16 weeks. Your body's going to fall apart. You're not going to be able to perform at the right level. So I actually took a week and a half, 2 weeks off completely. I went to Mexico for a couple days and basically got my mind completely off of fighting. Ate whatever I wanted. You know, kind of got back into that mindset of, okay, you know, just flip that switch of I'm not fighting anymore, and then went right back into, you know, a 9-week training camp, and here I am 6 days away from July 31st fighting Dave Rickels at Bellator 96 in Albuquerque. You know, the thing about Dave Rickels, I mean, no matter what, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter to a certain extent how long you've been in the sport, what you've accomplished in the sport. It matters a ton. But at the end of the day, it's still another man my size stepping into the cage who's trained, who's a professional fighter. He's got a better record than I do. He's had 15 fights. I've only had 11. So, you know, there's a lot of challenges. He's a very tough guy. He's never been finished. He's finished a lot of guys. He grinds out guys, and that's one of my main strengths, is that I'm able to fight harder and keep a higher pace and be able to grind guys out. So it's a classic clash of two guys who are going to fight hard and really try to grind each other out. So I'm up for that challenge. I believe my training here at Alliance with my training partners and my coaches has gotten me prepared to be able to go out there and fight a 25-minute fight if I have to. But I'm hoping to finish him within the first couple rounds. Well, of course, that's always the goal. So we'll see what happens. But and then no, it's never hard to get up for a fight. It doesn't matter if I'm fighting you know, Dave Rickels or the #1 guy in the world or a 90-year-old man in the cage. You know, you have to take every single fight and treat it like it's the biggest fight of your life, because realistically it is. You know, just because Dave Rickels isn't necessarily ranked high or you know, accomplished a ton in this sport, there's still 1,000 ways to lose and 1,000 ways to win in this sport. And with that, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of things that you have to do to make sure you are prepared for a fight like this, for any fight. So it's never hard to you know, quote unquote get up for a fight, no matter who I'm fighting, because realistically it is the biggest fight of my life. If I lose this fight, I lose a lot of credibility. You know, it doesn't matter who you fight, you lose credibility, you lose you know rankings or whatever you want to call them. So it's a huge opportunity every single time you step in the cage.